Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Impact Pod. We thank you, our loyal subscribers. We thank you for following us. We thank you for watching our videos. We ask you to continue supporting us because your support is what we live on. We're here today again to bring you another very interesting topic. Today, it's a bit controversial. I hope we don't throw punches before we leave the studio today. The topic is quite simple, but like I said, controversial. There seems to be a disparity between African Americans and Nigerians, Africans generally, immigrants who come out here. There's a bit of difference in relationships between us and African Americans. And we also realize that children born to African immigrants who grew up here also have that kind of disposition towards African immigrants. That's just what we're talking about today. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy. I have our guests here who are going to introduce themselves.
Hey, y'all, shit, how y'all doing, man? My name is Kuti, man. K-U-T-I, man. You know what it is.
This is Young Pablosi, the mayor of Chicago, the one and only.
Why is your voice shaking?
You said you're the what?
Why is your voice shaking?
Mayor of Chicago.
That's what I am, so I don't know. Yeah.
Mayor. No,
Yeah,
so, you are the fake mayor.
No, I'm the real one. I'm the real
original,
one because I haven't met you yet, bro.
Oh, wow. Shit.
Okay.
Thank God. That means you don't live in Chicago, bro.
Oh, I used to, huh?
So-
Well, we'll get back to that. Okay.
We will ask the audience after. We'll comment. Who's the real mayor?
Who is the real mayor of
The
Chicago?
real mayor of Chicago.
Okay, no problem with that.
All right. So, on the topic, why do you think there's this huge
Right.
gap?
I don't think it's facts. I really do think it's an opinion because there's no argument that could back up the statement that says it's facts, right? It's like at the end of the day, if your opinion is to not like me, that's on you. I can't do nothing about it. You understand what I'm saying? So that's just basically what I think. And I'm actually glad you asked that conversation because I do feel like we as black people in general, we need to stop a diaspora war because it really makes no sense. We're the only community that have these type of conversation rather than we need to have unity instead of disagreement. You understand what I'm saying? Because when you come here, you're being sold a dream like, oh, America is like fantasy, right?
Yeah.
And you come here, you're like, shit, you know what I'm saying? There's police brutality, there's all this shit. And it's mostly on black people, regardless if you're African American. If you're African, they see your skin color, you're black.
Skin tone.
Right? So again, I don't think it's facts, but you know what I'm saying? I just think it's an opinion because some people are not just going to respect you if you have an accent. Like some people like disrespect the Latino community because they have an accent, right? Because they think they're probably better than. So that's just my opinion on it, you know.
So it's actually factual, but it doesn't go one way. It goes both ways because everyone has prejudice against each other. You know, you see like the African American, they see themselves somehow as being superior to like the Africans, and you know, part of the factors include the way we talk, the accent. So they believe the accent on itself, it's something to be ashamed of, and I don't think like that's even something that should be in consideration because the way we talk, the way we are brought up. And so they feel like we talk like a certain way and it's funny to them. So automatically they make fun of the accent. And not just that, but then some Africans too, like the African moms, they have like this, I won't call it prejudice because it's been like scenarios where African American are more hostile than Africans. And it's not just them being hostile, it's just what they've been used to. Right. So it's just like background. So, but the thing is, we using it against each other is like the issue here. But yeah, it does exist where, you know, the African Americans, some of them they don't like, you know, Africans.
No, but I'm saying like it's an opinion though. It's not.
Like, it's not really an opinion.
But we've seen evidence, we've seen facts, we've seen things that happen.
Because you hear there are certain black people that only want to date Africans because we treat them right.
Yeah.
But I'm saying if it was facts, they're not gonna fuck with us at all. That's what I'm saying. It's an opinion on certain people where it's like even like there are certain African people that are like I'm not fucking with black people.
Yeah.
And there's certain Africans that say, I'm fucking with black people. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like, a fact is something you cannot argue with. Like, that's
No,
a
you
fact.
just said it's
an
a
opinion
fact.
is something where you have an opinion about certain shit.
No, you have an opinion right now because
I'm
you
not
literally
speaking
just
fact,
said
though.
you literally just said what I said. Like some Africans don't fuck with Black Americans.
But
It's
no,
like
the,
it goes
the problem
both
I have
ways.
is, no, I get it. But
Yeah,
the problem
so it's not
I'm
an
arguing
opinion,
is
it's
I'm
a
saying,
fact.
no, it's an opinion. An opinion
it's
is
your
something you can
opinion.
argue. That's what I'm saying. You have that opinion too.
But for me, I have a different take a little bit because, like, should I say mayor?
No.
Yeah, say me.
We're gonna settle that later.
Okay.
Well, according to what mayor said, I see it from another angle. Though Kuti said there is no fact to support the topic.
Yeah.
But the truth is this: if you put it on a scale of preference, maybe like 1 to 10, I believe it's gonna be like 8, because from the experiences of what we see on the internet, experiences of people,
Even personal experiences.
Yeah, I'm still gonna go there. Like what I told Soji last week, there was this guy. He's a Nigerian, but though he's an American, but he always said, "Oh, I'm from Nigeria." Godfrey,
Okay.
the comedian, I just saw it on Instagram. He was like, "Oh, the people from Africa here, they have prejudice against us. They shit on us." I'm like, really?
But it was Nigerian?
Yeah.
Godfrey, yeah.
Yeah, he always said, boy, it's like he was born here.
Yeah, he's a
He
Igbo
lives
guy.
in Chicago.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. You see, it's not one way; it's both ways.
both ways, right.
It really is. But I'll say it's more on their side because the only reason Africans will want to avoid an African American is to avoid a certain hostility or like
conflict.
A level of violence. We are not violent in nature, and that's just because of the background.
But
came
we're
up from.
judgmental though, bro.
We are actually
very judgmental.
That goes
very
both ways too.
judgmental.
Because I was in a African American class last quarter, and there was this African American girl, and she said, "Blacks are not Africans." So having that mentality, she said she wants us to be different. Like she doesn't want to be African American. She wants to be American.
Right.
And I'm looking like, okay, but you black. We're the same thing.
Every black person is
You
African.
know, because if you
period.
start like the conversation right now, we need to come together to beat what kind of hostility thrown at us, and we can't do that being divided.
I feel like one of the problem too is, you know, like people like we as immigrants, we come from Nigeria or whatever, and you come here and you're like, why are people, why do black people in America complaining, right?
Yeah.
Because you say they have everything, but it's like it's not nobody's place to tell people how to feel, especially with mental health, right? I feel like back home is something where it's shunned upon. So it's like if somebody's telling you to depress, you're like, guy, how you depressed? You have like,
waiting to
you have
hurry
34
you,
hours,
yeah.
But like he said, like we're being judgmental. That's what I'm saying. It's not in our place to tell people how to feel because people really been going through shit, regardless of if they're in America. Like that's what I'm saying. Sometimes people just don't be happy, bro, regardless of where they've been put. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that's
For me, I would say it goes both ways.
right.
But it's higher with one than the other. We are more judgmental.
Very judgmental.
Nigerians.
Very.
I won't- yeah.
This is the way we're brought
Nigerians.
up.
Bro, we're even judgmental against
each other.
Yeah, it's even
against
not,
other African people.
not just
Even against your siblings.
But then the fact that I accept that we're judgmental doesn't mean we can be much more judgmental than them. Because I'm sure in all of us sitting down, there has been like an African American friend that said, "Oh, African booty scratcher."
No.
Nobody told me that.
Okay. No, for real.
You never told me
See,
that. I swear
we
I
can
never
be
told that.
judgmental, but then
I
it
never heard
depends on individual.
You know why I say we are more judgmental is because
No,
within each other, the way we crucify ourselves within each other,
Yeah, like
is
him.
out there.
He's judgmental.
What you mean? I'm not. nigga.
Within each other, we are judgmental. You get
Yeah.
me? Within themselves, they can also be able to say we are or we are not.
Right.
But I'm speaking from an immigrant left Nigeria. we are very judgmental within ourselves.
Nigeria,
So while we're doing it to others, we might not think we are being judgmental to them. We might think that, well, it's our way of life, that we are used to it.
Yeah.
Why would I see?
Yeah, because something happened when I just got here. I was working somewhere, and they were asking us if we wanted to wait extra 4 hours. To me, extra 4 hours is extra money, bro.
Money, yes.
I was already converting that shit to naira. Like, okay, here we go. This weekend, we go enter somewhere. So, and then these African Americans started complaining. I was looking at them like, bro, who complains about money?
About
And this
money,
guy was back then was like, oh, if I make $250 a week, I'm good.
Right.
Like $250, Popsy, Momsy, everybody. So I said it out. I was like, why are you being lazy? You have to do this one. And he looked at me straight blank, and I said, oh, I want this. It was towards election. He said, I want Trump to win so he can send you back to your shit old country.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you here making my life so hard. Just because I said you should make extra money, how am I making your life hard? But he saw me as judging him for saying, oh, you're being lazy, you don't want to work.
But the issue is, it's not all just about being judgmental. Our way of life is different also.
Facts.
Because I've seen a scenario whereby even at the place of work itself, you will see an African immigrant and still an African immigrant, but that was being brought up here, still having different feelings and opinion about each other, even though the origin is back home.
Oh, sorry. For me, to me, it's more or less like a cultural difference.
It is very cultural difference, right?
Because you know what, you were there, right? Somebody was telling us one day, it was like, oh, my mama is 70 years, so you remember?
Yeah.
So she was like, we said, hope you take care of your mom very well. I said, take care of my mama. She got to work. I said, what? How old is she? 70. I said, oh my God. It's a cultural difference. Right. Because where we come from, how could you allow your 70-year-old mom
to work?
First of all, who's going to employ your 70-year-old mom in Africa? Who's going to employ her?
Especially she has her own business.
Yeah. So it's more or less like a cultural thing. And I also see it one way. For me, I have a lot of compassion for the African American society here. You know why?
Right.
They never said they want to come here.
Right.
Yeah. And sometimes, like,
at least we went to get visa.
Yeah.
We said we wanted to come.
Yeah. Like
we wanted to come face the struggle.
Like this guy said, Mayweather, he said, I don't see myself and nobody should
call me African.
Yeah.
African American, yes.
And when I was arguing with a fellow African American, like, I said, ma'am, that man is right.
He's right.
He said, why? I said, because you never see anybody say I'm a Caucasian American.
Yeah, Caucasian.
Yeah, it's like you try to tell them,
Latino American.
You guys remember from where you come from.
Yeah.
So everybody's an American.
And I do feel like one of the problem is, especially in America, like I feel like the reason why we're not able, as black people, I'm just a black people period, the reason why we're not able to move forward, because again, there's a lot of division. Like I said, I'm gonna say it again, instead of unity, like even it's hard for even Africans to even support each other, because it's like, bro, you would not, like, people would not even go to an African store to shop an African like stuff. They will either go to like a Mexican store to buy something. Now we're getting a more like African store, like even like the Black Lives Matter, like black people we kill each other every single time, and we're saying Black Lives Matter. So again, I feel like we just need that unity instead of like that separation. We need to come together and just
that unity can work. But it can only work if they accept the fact that they have African origin. Like, you guys are like, oh, okay, yeah, you don't like the fact they call them African American, that is this. But then if they take away the fact that they have the Africanism in them, then why would they want to unite? Like, you can't tell a white person, oh, okay, go unify with a Mexican, be one accord. That's not gonna work.
But they're different though.
Exactly. So when you start using that word,
but
like,
every
take
black
away
person
the
is the
African
same, though.
in
That's
them.
what I'm saying. Like,
No, but when you say take away the African in them,
they don't see it that way.
Not everybody though.
Yeah.
Not every black person is going to.
majority of them don't see it. I would say maybe 2% of the women, the Black American women, might see it because they like us to know we date each other.
See, now that's one of the issues. We took all the women. We took all the women. See,
that's
now
those are issues.
Let me tell you.
Those are
so
issues.
the thing is, as an African, as a Nigerian,
Right.
you took a girl out and spending $200 would be like easy for you because you're
I don't do that shit.
When did you stop?
I don't spend.
When did you stop?
Because you a simp.
When did you stop?
You a simp. Hey, don't lie. Hey, bro, hold on, bro. Hold on, wait. Let me ask him a question, bro. There was a time on your Instagram and you posted. You said you're
gonna cast yourself.
Hold on, bro. No, because don't be a simp.
Because
Don't be a simp. You said you just want to work so you can give all your money to your girlfriend at a time. I'm not gonna
right? Yeah, for sure. At the time.
So you had that. You were in love.
But I was in love.
Exactly.
Damn,
And you were willing to do it.
You shot yourself in the leg.
Because I'm telling you, that's
You shot yourself.
On the first date. First date.
an African American. For you to spend $200 on a girl,
I'm not doing that
like,
shit on the first date, bro.
When did you stop?
I never did that shit.
No. I don't. As long as you're in Nigeria, I don't.
When did you stop?
Bro, the fact is, as a Nigerian, you're a trick. And
you're a trick. I'm not a trick, bro.
You're a simp. You're a simp. But why would I want to work just to give all the money to a girl? No, like, come on, baby, I'll take you out.
What you mean?
Okay, you know what?
Meaning you're willing to do it.
Yeah, at the time.
was in love.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I was in love. Shit, what are you talking about?
No matter
You're a
what we
simp, bro.
say,
You a simp, I'm a pimp.
no matter how we say it, some folks they have this prejudice against Africans.
Yeah.
They do, no matter what you tell them. I told you one time when I first came, I went online. I was looking for girls to date, and I met this girl online. You know, full figures, and I'm like, oh, pra. And he said, "Where are you from?" I said, "I'm from Motherland, Africa."
Yeah, that's the motherland.
I know what she told me. She said, oh, I'm sorry, I don't date Africa. I said, why?
Shit.
Because you guys think.
There's something else.
Is crazy.
We think.
I mean, we think they kill everybody. Shit, we think they shoot.
Before we
it has happened before.
Before we give them a reply, we think about our reply. But they don't think about their reply. They don't care how you feel with their reply.
I said, why don't you date Africa? I say, because you guys think. We smell, we stink.
Damn.
I'm like, oh,
that's the first.
yeah.
No, but
Now
you
we gotta know what kind of African shit we're.
Let me be honest with you.
Never experienced this.
Let me be honest with you. When we used to work in factories, when we used to work in factories, when we get to work in the morning and they see that they have more people than what they need, it has happened to a couple of our friends. I just don't want to mention them on the show. Okay. They'll just start taking you off the line and they'll tell you it's because you stink. Just go home.
Stink is crazy.
Yeah, I've heard that a couple of times it has happened. Like we're on the line, we have too much people today. They start picking out the black people and they tell you, not black, African. And they tell you, it's because you stink. People are complaining on the line because you stink. Like, motherfucker, I'm not even around anybody. I'm just by the mansion here working. I showered, I did everything before coming to work.
I'm talking about, sincerely, it's just the mindset because of what they took. You know, there's this mindset before now that people from Africa, Africa is a jungle. They're killing people there. People are suffering.
My friend here has a story.
They still have it now.
Someone was asking him,
I'm telling you, I'm not
how
joking,
did you get to America? He said, no, I walked.
Yeah.
Like there's no airport, there's nothing. I walked.
But wait, I've never had the saying of saying Africans stink though.
No. I'm telling you,
Maybe because we're the new generation now.
Yeah, probably.
We all know the country.
There's a girl that attends to us, and she was like, she goes to a club in Chicago, and it's an African club, and everybody there stinks.
Yes,
bro. She probably from the ghetto too, bro. I bet she stink too.
Thank you.
Bro.
Yeah, that's my point.
So like a lot of these there's that orientation that's already in them to see us in a way.
That's the people who lack knowledge, people who are toxic, who lack education to actually learn. Because like now you see a lot of people going back to Ghana because the tourism is really crazy.
Facts.
Now you see a lot of black people going back to Nigeria because the tourism is really crazy. So if you cannot expand your mind and explore countries and you still want to be soaked in to what you see on TV saying send $2.99 to a kid in Africa, that's your fault, bro. Shit, like I'm gonna be fly, I'm gonna look good, I'm gonna smell good and take a girl. by the way.
For me, I don't care about their prejudice anymore because I
like,
sat
who
down and thought
cares?
about
Who
it.
gives a
Even
fuck, bro?
among the black African Americans here, do they love each other? Do they love
That's
themselves?
what I'm saying. Like,
Exactly.
black people die every single day, and
don't.
they keep saying Black
Look
Lives
at
Matter,
all,
bro.
all these
That shit don't even
comedians
make no
be throwing
sense.
shit at each other. Cat Williams said this. Monique came in 2 days ago.
Said whatever.
There's always something going on.
Yeah, I mean, they're not supporting
Or
each
their
other.
diss
They're
tracks
just-
against each other. Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's
for
what-
me, I
that's
don't
the way.
care about what they say anymore. But the truth is that I always tell them, no, that is what you know, you had. Come and smell me. That
Come smell me.
For real.
man, it's so man. Sometimes it's so annoying.
It's crazy, bro.
It's just that it's ridiculous. It's insulting, but Africans, we have thick skin.
Yeah.
Because to be honest with you, what I've just found out
Because we are
is,
fighting lions and tigers.
Yeah,
That's what they think.
you just pat your lion in the morning. Good morning,
Good morning,
Simba.
you're gone.
So, but the thing is this: I tried it one time with someone, and it was bad because I was like, okay, you think you can act this way towards me? I'm gonna give you back the same energy.
Right.
Man, the way we talk is not good because when we convert that Yoruba to English,
Yoruba to English.
and you express it like that, it is crazy. I say some things and they look at me like, how can you fucking talk to me like that? I'm like, bro, you just called me an idiot and I just look for something else to say to you.
Right. I feel like
So
also,
we cannot give them that same energy because it's gonna be bad.
and most of I feel like sometimes the reason why like black people act in a certain way because they're jealous, bro, because we have a background. We know where we come from. We speak the tradition. We speak the language. So it's somewhat a jealousy, but I feel like sometimes it could be transcended into the wrong way by them being frustrated. You have to understand they're in a place where they don't even speak the language. They're speaking another man's language, which is English, right? So I feel like sometimes we need to kind of understand the side and that side and be more understanding because no matter how you talk shit about like Nigerians, we have the most like we're going crazy in the health field. Like I don't think anybody like any other like African country has more doctors or nurses in America. Like it's mostly Nigerians because we as Nigerians we come here and we take an opportunity. It's not even in America. We could go anywhere and dominate that. So it's like you can make somebody jealous. We go to South Africa and take their girls.
Oh yeah, sure, sure.
So
Even-
I do feel like is again we just every black person just needs to be understanding of okay, you come from here, I come from here. So how can we again, like I said, how can we unite rather
it's a
than
strong
finding a way
mindset.
to
Understand each other's culture.
you know what I'm saying? We gotta.
You know what?
And I'm sorry. Like I feel like it's also fucked up when people say, "Oh, but black people don't have culture." Like I've heard that saying a lot. I don't know, like Africans like black people don't have culture, which is a lie because this is the culture, bro. This is black people shit. Like everything we're wearing, it was invented like rap music. You know what I'm saying? Like hip hop, bro. Back in 2000, Idris Abdul Karim was rapping American shit, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that was the everybody wanted to be American, bro. If we're being honest, bro. If you're in Nigeria, you were singing hip hop and shit like that. So I just find that kind of disrespect and saying, black people don't have culture. So that's like again, that's even as Nigerian, bro. That's fucked up to say, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like you kind of like demeaning like who they are as a person because they make this shit cool. You know what I'm saying? Basically.
Yeah. From mine, they have culture. They have a culture. Wherever you meet yourself, wherever you meet yourself, whatever they're doing there at that point in time, the way they live their life is their culture and their way of life.
Right.
It's up to you where you're coming from to uphold your own culture or dilute it, mix it, or stay focused with yours.
Right.
But there are times, with, like you said, unity. There can be unity when we all can sit down on a table
And have a conversation.
And have a conversation.
That's
There
fair.
are times they hear some words we say, instead of them to try to have an understanding of what does this mean, they take it off, spin it to their interpretation, and use it against
So you're
us.
not even speaking English. Sorry.
And that's the thing. That thing pisses me
Yeah,
off when they
and-
say y'all don't speak
Yeah, this nigga's
English.
traumatized.
Yeah.
Like, no. Hold on. Like, do they understand, like, we speak the perfect English? Like, we speak the Queen's English.
You know what? Like someone. Like,
No.
You speak Queen's English.
Look at this shit. I'll name drop your ex girlfriend.
Don't do that here. Don't do that here, please.
It's because like you said, you when back home, if you look at someone and say, "Why are you mad?" Only yes.
You gone.
You like I'm gonna take that shit up with you.
Yes.
The first day, my daughter looked at me and said, "Dad, why are you mad?" I'm like,
Relax, daddy. Relax, daddy.
God help me. Yeah, some words like that. I was at work, I was looking at a lady, and I was like, I was trying to express something. And the past tense of think is thought, and my own accent, and I was like, you thought, and immediately I didn't say more than you thought. I'm like, you calling me a thought? I was like, what is it? I was like, what's a thought?
No, that's where I was going to.
Like, what's a thought?
Do you know that back home,
I was like,
we
I was say you thought I was. So, I didn't even finish the sentence. Immediately I said, you thought, like, you calling me a thought?
Yeah.
And I thought, what's a thought? I had to ask someone. He said, this was his name, auntie.
That's not what I
That's
mean.
not what, he said, past tense of think. THOUGA.
You know, back home, we have, I don't know if we Africans, but Nigerian, we call you as Yankee. Yankee, or Bounty Yankee Shinlo. But over here,
I have a friend. His nickname for the past 20 years is Yankee.
Yeah. So, but over here, there's some part whereby Yankees are used for maybe the wrong reasons and stuff like that.
Right?
Negative form. So,
Yankee.
One of the maybe the top comedian, or I don't know who he is, went to Africa.
He's the same guy.
Is this his girlfriend?
Yeah,
he went to Nigeria or Africa. I
Appreciate
don't know Africa, and he came back and said that we don't forget that they call us Yankees. I was like, no, you need to learn,
Yankees
try to
to
understand.
No.
Like Nigeria,
SOJ.
over here we say Ninja,
I know, SOJ.
but they take these things
Sorry,
without
please,
understanding.
Please, this is it. With all due respect to everybody in this America, America is a blessed nation, whether you like it or not. I always see it all the time because you can always live your American dream here. But this is it. The blacks here, they have not really found themselves. They don't know who they are. If you remember when we were back home then, I always make fun this winter time when we all wear all these jackets.
Onions.
When we watched it on TV then, the Nothing By Nature of This World, the Tupac of this world, when they wear their lumber jacket, we never knew they were wearing all those hard coat because of cold weather.
Cold weather. We thought it was fashion.
Fashion.
Yeah.
So all of us then, in 90 degrees.
90 degree weather.
We're putting that on.
Put it on.
Yeah, with your hoodie
You
and
go
all
to party,
that.
Small room. 50
Everybody,
people
that's
sweating.
where we started smelling.
See, y'all the whole generations.
So, no, I used to tell them here. I tell some of them who I have the opportunity to speak to. I say, you guys don't know yourself. We weren't born here. When we go back home, we know. They feel like we're coming from the heaven. See the way if you see somebody who comes from America to study back home, then you be like, wow, man.
We respect them.
Yeah.
We cherish
even
them.
I had colleagues when I was working that would take leave, go to the UK, come to the US, do like 2 years course, come back, and they make them the boss.
Yeah, we don't.
That's
shit
the
on
respect.
You. Why would you say?
But they don't sit down to learn.
But hold on, like that's not everybody though. I wouldn't say black people in America hasn't found themselves. I feel like anybody could come here.
Let me rephrase it.
Right.
Let me say most
people,
most
because
of them.
I've seen certain people that migrated here and they came here and they thought, oh my God, this place was going to be a land of opportunity, and they end up being useless, using crack, using drugs.
Yeah.
So it's
but
like you
those are
have to
personal
know who you
decisions, though.
are, huh?
Those are like personal decisions. If you decide to go do crack,
Yeah,
that's
no,
what
for sure.
But you can be at home and do crack.
You can be at home and do crack, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like,
decision.
so it's still your
It's your
decision. So
decision.
like, I feel like you just gotta know who you are personally, because there's a lot of people that been through shit, bro. Like the wealthiest black man in America, bro. He was born in America and he just made sure, bro, I have to learn everything I need to do and use this advantage and make the most out of my opportunity. So a lot of you just have to make the most out of your opportunity, whether you're Mexican, black, whether you're Asian, whether you're like, if you're in America, bro, like you have to make the most out of your opportunity. Now, if you don't choose to do that, that's on you. That's not on nobody. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you just have to know what you want out of life, and you have to like, you know, figure it out. You know?
I think where the judgment, like we use, like the word we use, come from is because we see coming from where we came from.
Yeah, gutter. Basically,
The first time I was in South Africa,
we did not come from Ghana.
The first time I was in South Africa, I was talking to.
That's you.
The first time I was in South Africa, I was talking to some friends.
I did not come
And
from
like,
You're
Ghana.
not from Lagos, bro. What the fuck are you just talking about?
Yeah, from
You're not from
Mushi.
Lagos.
You're from-
I'm a Mushi boy.
Yeah, that's where you're from. Gota,
Where you
not
from?
us.
Where you from?
Nah, fuck you.
Where you from? Tell me where you from.
No, but don't tell
Tell
me
me
I
where you
came
from.
from. See, that's the thing. You standing here, you saying you came from gutter. So if you say that and you say it to like an African American, what do you expect them to say?
Bro, nigga, everybody can
No,
come. Everybody can come
listen,
from the gutter,
listen,
bro. Like
no,
people,
I did-
people
I
live
did
on the
not-
south
I
side
did
of the
not-
nation is
okay,
gutter, bro.
Okay, hold on.
People
Let
live on the whole
him
nation is the gutter.
let him say the
No,
explanation.
that's
What do you mean by the gutter?
Rephrase it.
Rephrase it. What do you mean by the
Rephrase
gutter?
it.
Okay, I'm talking about no light, bro. I'm talking about full subsidy, bro. I'm talking about bad
Mosquitoes.
roads, bro.
Bro, when
I'm
you
talking
came
about,
to America, there was no fuel subsidy. Talk about your story, your background, but
Bro,
don't
that's
talk about like as a whole. Don't talk about like a
bro,
place.
like the
When
economy
you
in
say
Nigeria is shit, bro. What are you talking
the
about,
economy
bro?
everywhere is shitty. Even here.
Compared to America?
Yeah.
Yes,
Compared to
bro,
America?
Bro, do you
Bro,
even know what the
now-
economy is saying right now? The only reason is
Compared to America, bro. You hear my question?
The only thing is we have
compare
corrupt
Nigeria,
leaders, bro. That's the only thing.
That's
so
the
that
point,
that
bro.
doesn't make the economy weak. We
It's
have
weak.
corrupt
A dollar
leaders.
is 1,000 naira. What the fuck is you talking
1,400.
about?
That's what I'm
Like, what are you
saying.
saying,
So
bro?
do you
We
think
don't
America is
spend
not
that.
suffering in this economy?
They are, but I'm saying
Exactly.
compare.
So
Are you not Nigerian?
But the only
Are you not
thing-
Nigerian? Bro?
I am.
Okay, so
proudly.
what is
But
that's
the
my
only
whole
thing
point.
is the governments here, they work. And there's accountability.
Right.
That's the difference.
That's what we lack in there.
That's what we lack. Do you know how much money we have in Nigeria?
Yeah, we
No,
do.
that's
If
what
they
I was,
want to
that was what I
bring
was
people-
going
bro,
to. Like,
if the
that's why we
government
judge.
want to
That's why we
really
kind of
work.
like judge people out here. Because when you come here and you look at all the things at your disposal,
Right.
That's
for
the
you
only
to
thing.
use to succeed.
succeed.
We have the
And
money.
people are still not taking the advantage.
Advantage.
And we immigrants come out here and be like, but are you machine?
We can,
With all
gbogbo àwọn nǹkan tó dá
this,
báyìí.
yeah, I must be able to walk my way around this
Around
thing.
it.
And that's why sometimes they see us like, oh, you guys just come out here,
Take
take
our
over our
jobs,
job,
take everything.
you take over all that and all that. But it's because of where we're coming from.
Right.
I was explaining to a friend like the only thing you are entitled to as a Nigerian is you can vote and the smiling and suffering.
You cannot even be voted for.
Yeah. yeah, that's not even guaranteed.
That's not guaranteed.
I said, how here, there are a lot of things that come to you. Even as immigrants, when we came here, there's still a lot of things that you can tap into.
Opportunities,
Oh, yeah.
Social benefits.
Social benefits. Yeah.
Yeah.
That are there. Even if you're not working, there's still something for the unemployed.
Right.
They couldn't do $5,000, 5,000 naira for whatever they said they wanted to do it for.
Okay, wait. Sorry. Let me go back to this economy issue that. This my simp brother.
We will deviate from
no,
the
no,
topic.
no, wait.
When we deviate from
No,
the
I want to.
topic.
I want to say. No. I want to. Let me say
Nigga
something.
just attacking me.
No, I'm really not. I'm really
What I
not.
do
No,
for you, man?
I'm
I
not.
ain't take
I'm
a
really
gun,
not, bro. Hold on.
It just
I just want to
together,
say
I
something. You know,
Got you. Okay, I'm
when we
listening.
talk about rich economy,
Right.
we don't have anything like credits in Africa or in Nigeria.
No, we
Oh,
don't.
well, they have
There's
it now.
nothing. We
They
don't
do
have.
have it
They have
now.
it now.
But
No,
wait,
it's just building.
it's something they're trying to implement.
Right.
And it's not even like credit score in
It's like
America.
Sunday idea.
Yeah.
So everybody that has like houses, all these luxurious houses, cars, they bought it cash.
That's
No,
arguable.
there's a
That's
lot of
arguable.
mortgage and
That's arguable.
No. Everything is cash.
That's arguable, bro.
Recently,
let me correct you on that.
Okay, let me ask you one question.
Million versus million.
Okay, sorry.
Go ahead.
Okay, let me ask you one question. If you are rich now and you have money, where would you prefer to live? Would you prefer to live in America or Nigeria?
Nigeria for sure.
Fact.
I was
So wait,
Nigeria straight.
why?
No jokes.
Nigeria for
Where is more fun, Nigeria and America?
Nigeria
Nigeria.
for sure.
So that's it.
Yeah, that's
The only thing is they have infrastructure here. Yes,
Yeah,
they have nice
that-
buildings.
that-
But we have in Lagos too now. We have glass house. I've been to Port Harcourt.
Yeah, go ahead,
I'm
believe
from Port
in
Harcourt though.
Lagos.
You ask me where I'm from. I'm
You're
from Port
mad.
Harcourt. I'm
Believe in
Port Harcourt boy.
Okay.
Don't check
They live
me.
in Lagos now.
I'm Port Harcourt boy. I don't Lagos boy.
Okay, on a more serious note, according to what Mayor is saying here,
Right, Mayor?
The truth is,
I don't know, but continue.
to me, we can't talk about this without putting a little bit of politics in it.
Definitely.
Of all the continents of this world, because I studied political science in college, Africa is the most blessed region in the whole world.
Of course. It has everything. That's why they came to take up people.
Talk about the weather. Talk about the natural resources. Yeah. Gas, gold, bitumen.
You thought it was cold in
And
America.
big ass
Yeah.
women.
Now we're in the real cold.
And
We're
big
feeling it
booty
right
too.
now.
The original organic booty.
This nigga.
Yeah,
From
not
Africa
to
too.
BBS.
This nigga.
Yeah, not BBL, big booty.
That's not part of politics.
That's not policy, but that's the good things of life. The good things of life.
Yeah, those are the part of the good things of
It's-
life.
It's part of it. And for me, I always look at it that it's like some people somewhere don't want Africa to be united.
Oh,
That
Bro.
is the truth.
there was
Hell
this
bro.
program I watched recently. I
Yeah.
forgot this guy. I forgot his name. He was saying it's time for the West to go back and colonize Africa.
Yeah, I
all
saw
over
it this
again.
morning. To
That's
recolonize.
bullshit.
Yeah, he
you
said
know why?
that's
You know why? No, no, no.
because the leaders are just looting.
It is opinion.
and
But hold on, hold on.
stealing
Let me tell
and
you
keeping
something.
everything from
That's
themselves.
what's that?
Like if they cannot take care of themselves.
Yeah.
But
If I look at my
what's
phone,
the
I
race
can-
of the person?
No, I saw it this morning.
He's white.
Obviously, bro.
No, it's a white.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
sure,
saying.
sure.
Why do these people think they could come and save us when we can't save ourselves?
No. I said
Do you want us to go there?
So, no.
Don't let us go there.
I
just
totally
saying.
disagree. They colonize us.
Yes.
We are
We are-
hold on.
Yes, now-
I can find the video.
No,
We were slaving each other first. You know that, right?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
it's like
Okay.
we were slaving each other
treating each
first.
other horribly.
You know that
Okay.
there's a king that was selling the slave, bro,
hold
and
on.
there were slaves before the white people came.
Let me ask you a question. Can you tell me the oldest form of business in this world?
I've looked back grammar school.
Slavery, right?
Kuti, I'm asking you a question.
You don't know the
Tell
answer.
me,
What do you mean I don't know the answer, bro? Are you
You don't know the answer.
tell me.
Okay.
Let me ask you the oldest form of business in this world.
They straight by butter.
So what were
Like,
you?
bro, I went to school, bro.
You went to what did you study?
I know.
Ashawology.
But this is the truth.
It's butter trade.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's-
Give me
it's
beans, I'll give
it's
you rice. Give me
prostitution.
rice, I'll give you.
Prostitution, right?
Yeah.
Then slavery.
Wait, hold on. It's prostitution. It's not trade by butter.
No.
It's still trade by butter. You're giving me something in
Trade by
return.
butter is
It's still
Trade by butter is a general name.
But you are trading something.
What were
for
they
something.
trading?
What were they
What
trading?
were
They
they
You
traded
can trade everything.
They were trading in human beings.
Right.
Yeah, man. That was it. So even before colonization,
Right.
they have this thing going on. It's not only in Africa.
Yeah.
It's
Even
everywhere.
in every part of the world. The reason why those people went there was that they need some new labor force, and they felt like, oh, let's go
And the
there.
leaders
We go-
were
Because
Yeah.
it was easy for
leaders are
someone.
naive.
Our leaders are
It was
crazy.
easy for someone to be in dominance and control everybody
Yes.
than it is out here. Nobody can just rise up here and say, "Oh, I control all
I
these."
control,
areas."
no.
It's not easy. Back in Africa, we revert to our leadership.
Yeah.
It's how we were brought up. But Fagba and all that. So all the kings, all the elders that were in charge, they give them a piece of mirror where they can look at themselves, and they give them 15 boys.
No, today I told somebody.
Oh,
And
like,
He's
they
an
sell
He's an
straight.
American. He's an American, but he never had the story before. I told him, I said, "Do you know how Africa was colonized?" He said, "No, he wants to learn." So I told him, I said, the first thing was they gave our kings mirror. Like,
It was
I
Yeah,
spelled it
mirror.
to him. I said, M-I-R-O. He said, how? I said, you
Mirror?
know what? They just told the king, we got a gift for you. And the king who hasn't seen himself before, and they gave him the mirror. He was putting his back at the back of the mirror.
But you know that
Somebody
story is
was-
not correct.
I was
That's
literally
true.
about to say that, bro.
That's a fabu.
Like, that's
No.
It's not like they've not seen their reflection.
I know,
but
but
I've
yeah,
never
I
done
know.
anything. Do you think it's a
I
fact?
thought it is in
There's no-
Africa history,
No,
seriously.
Is it fact? I don't know if it's fact. I don't know if it's fact.
That's just fabu.
Hold
I
on.
mean, it's part of
Mayors,
the
hold
many
on.
goods they gave to them.
Yeah, it's
They
not-
enticed them
No,
with
I'm not
goods.
saying.
That's not the only thing.
No, that's
Obviously,
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 but,
nigga, is like,
but
bro, like,
imagine trading some people's lives out
you
just
know-
because you
you
got
know
a piece
another
of
thing they
mirror
give
for
them?
it.
But they traded this great grandfather.
Hold on, you know something else they give them. You know, then they were fighting wars with catapult,
Pots.
arrow, and they said, "Don't worry, I give you something.
need
You can
guns.
shoot somebody.
Bazooka.
all the way. They gave them
Guns.
That was it.
Cock and
So
shoot.
if you, somebody will not
It's
tell
not
me
even.
that.
So
Not
cock and
even
shoot
Shakabula
Hold
Budu.
on, somebody will not tell me now that how he wish Africa should be colonized again.
Yeah.
We are here to survive the colonization we had then.
Yeah.
That is the truth.
They dropped us where we are.
yeah.
But again, it's always an idea, because I feel like, again, if you don't travel, you only have an idea of what certain group of people do. Because when I was in Nigeria, I didn't even think to be honest, I didn't know what people were doing in Kenya or people were doing. I just did. Like,
You are in your
did not
own
know. I mean, I was in my own zone
sure.
until you come here and you see
What's
like
going
a lot
on.
of people. You're like,
Diversity.
oh
You
shit,
see
you feel
different
me?
new
So,
life.
and that's the thing. Like, I feel like, again, you have to broaden your horizon of thinking and of learning, because if you don't know nothing, you think the only thing Jamaicans do is smoke weed. You think the only thing Haitians do is do voodoo.
And you
right?
think the only thing we do is chase lions
Do
around
you
the
think the only
jungles?
thing Africans do is chase lions? So I do feel like you need to learn and study and travel and just expand your horizon.
Yeah.
Some people are just
It-
stuck in their ways. Is they're not ready to
But hope you know it takes a lot
learn
to
and
tell
diversify.
someone that, you know what, you need to leave your comfort zone to go learn or see something different.
Well,
You're
I'll
telling these
say
people to leave their comfort zone.
I'll say
Yeah,
some
yeah,
of
that's
us.
the truth.
I'll say some of us too that we are talking right here. It's just because we're opportune to travel and be here. We might have the same mindset. Let's say if we were somewhere.
This
else
one, he
too.
did 7 days prayer before they gave me visa. 7 days on the mountain.
No, you did 5 days on the mountain.
What we're talking here, somebody said something. Was it Kuti said somebody was an ass kisser? Yeah.
Oh no, he said they called him a booty scratcher.
They call
On the most serious note.
No, it's not. They don't have to call you personally, but that's just. They won't call a white person an African booty scratcher.
Yeah.
This the term they use.
No.
But
You're right. A lot of
Bro.
you may say you don't do it, but a lot of our folks, they really scratch booty with their 2 hands.
Yeah, because it's hot. Because
It's
of the
booty
weather.
prayer.
Yeah. You're right. Because most
Where
of
am
the
I
ladies,
today?
let me give you an example. So,
Where they go today?
no. Many of the ladies there, they don't want to date their fellow Americans.
Because of
They don't have money.
They want to date Africans.
Because we have the ego cash.
Yeah, we have the ego. one.
Ego.
No, it's not
And we
even
are-
the money
No,
alone.
it's not even about the money.
It's about the money, brother.
No, bro. Seriously, let me say this. Because they can take charge. An average, no, seriously. An average African man is so assertive. But they don't. You know what they say about us? Oh,
Unless you are looking for paper.
No,
You won't be
hold on.
assertive.
Hold on.
God, bro.
No,
That's even the toxic
That's
one.
the
So you won't be assertive. You will be alone.
no, it's
No.
No.
So, G, hold on.
The
way we were brought up.
No grief for anybody.
No grief for anybody.
Why you go clear?
No,
Baba.
If interview they go, babe station they go. You go chop your ass.
the way we were brought up, and now I make sure in our own setup is nurtured to be assertive. That is the truth. So when you come here, what the lady say about we are too controlling. We are. I always say that we are not controlling.
But we are controlling. Though.
No.
We can't be now.
We can be very controlling.
Wow.
We can be very
Wow.
controlling because I feel like you say how.
No.
I want to know how.
Right,
Because
let me talk. Are you mind? Calm down. This guy. Because again, I feel like sometimes the emotional intelligence is not there because sometimes as African men, we don't know how to react with our feelings. So we just divert from the situation and try to be controlling instead of, babe, okay, what's going on? Okay, how you doing? Oh, did I say something that hurt you? We're just like, kill it, film it. So I feel like you're dismissing somebody's feeling by you being assertive, and that's really kind of toxic. If you want,
We were
Can I ask you a question?
We were brought up
because we were brought up like that, because that doesn't
is a
make
form
it right.
of weakness.
See, let me tell you
Expressing
something.
your feelings as a man
Is
is
a
seen as a
form
form
of
of
weakness.
but that's
that's
bullshit
general.
though.
No, it's not.
The
It's not.
ego
It's
you
not.
brought
It's
up
not
with-
bullshit.
It
Let me
is,
tell you something.
SOJ, look, let me be honest with you. Except we want to lie to each other.
Right.
We are all men here.
Yes.
We all know when we goof. We all know when we fuck up.
You don't know what you identify as, so you say you're all man.
If I go there, nigga, I would go there, nigga. Don't play with me.
You don't know what you identify as,
So
okay.
we all know when we goof. We all know when we fuck up.
Right.
We all know that time when we're supposed to just keep quiet and say,
Exactly.
babe,
Right.
I'm sorry.
Right.
But
It's an
Come
ego
on.
thing.
Let me be the man now.
Tell me one man.
We just don't keep
Tell me one
sometimes
man.
we blow it out of proportion. And we just sometimes we apologize to keep our partners quiet.
Yes.
Okay, Mabinu.
What's it?
But that's not
I
a form.
do
That's
it.
not, that's not a right form of
I
apology.
do it. Okay, Mabinu.
Should I tell you
They
something?
knew me, but I'll just say
No,
like,
no,
you know
it's
what,
the truth.
just
Tell me one man.
just
Don't let me say man. Let me say African man.
Right.
That does not have ego.
Every man has
every
ego.
man. No, it doesn't.
No, hold on.
As a man.
Okay,
As a
wait,
man.
now tell me.
But
Now tell
I
me.
think
Some
the
don't
way
have ego. Some shameless people.
Some people don't
Some
They
have
don't have
Why
ego.
But because
But the
no,
thing is
ego
this.
and shame are two different things, bro. Shame is different from ego. As a
From
man,
ego.
you have an ego. Period.
Everyone
You have
has.
it, period.
But the
bro.
thing is this. This is where it's different. The way we were raised, the culture and everything. Why it worked out? I think we've had that discussion before. Why it worked out back then is, as a man, you have ladies around to stroke your ego because
Fact. Big fat.
you are the
Pause.
alpha and omega.
Right.
Like they don't have to lift a finger. Everything is provided.
But guess what, though? I'm
But
sorry.
now you expect a 50-50 relationship. Someone is bringing something to the table, and bro, take that ego to the sink and wash the plates.
Yeah. But even as these men have ego, that's why a lot of us don't have relationship with our fathers, because there's that ego there, and you can like, how are you gonna give birth to somebody and you're not able to have a conversation with them? So I feel like it's an ego thing, but bro, it's like nah, bro, because that was what we were used to. Doesn't mean it was right.
It was right.
Period.
Yeah. No,
You
I'm
know
not
what I'm saying? I
saying
feel
it
like
was
now
right.
you need to like, because our fathers used to be like, I'm the man of theirs, but it's like your kids, none of your kids like you. Your wife don't even love you.
Exactly.
Like, bro, like it's like, what type of relationship is that you can't talk to your father?
It's common.
It's like,
you don't blame them.
I don't blame them because
That's what they were brought up with.
No, I
Definitely.
blame them.
True.
I always say it. When I was growing up, I never had a relationship with my dad.
Yeah, it's
he's a
nice.
very caring man, but this soldier
Kilo
you can't
day.
sit down with your dad and have a conversation.
Yeah.
So when I was
I
growing
don't
up,
think any
My kids,
Nigerian
they don't
male
you know, I
have that
all my kids are girls.
50% relationship.
Can you go to the TV to turn it on?
to turn it on when your dad is home?
No,
But then,
I
that's,
can't-
but then that's where the respect
wrong,
comes
bro.
in.
That's part of respect. Also, hope you know.
Respect does not mean by talking, it's by what you do, it's your
the thing
action.
is- No, it's actually
Don't be like
respect.
that, nah,
It's,
bro.
it's,
You can't
it's part
make-
of respect. And
No,
it's part of our culture.
that's fear, bro.
No,
How you gonna
it's
fear your
not- it's
parent?
not
Like, how you gonna
fear.
be
It's
fear
not
your
fear.
your
Fear was
father?
instilled,
It's
like,
like,
no,
you.
Dad
What
is
fear?
coming, mom is coming, everybody has to
you
run
know
into the
That's
room and
fear.
cooperate.
But then there's respect. There's some conversations. We are saying this now because we are now enlightened. We're in America.
We're
feel
seeing another way.
We've seen a different perspective. You feel me? Just like last December when I went home, I went to my old school. Then I saw like the principal's son. We used to call uncle, but I've been in America now. So how you doing? I gave him a hand.
And I think that's a
In
disrespect.
fact, it was
Yeah, it
disrespectful.
is because you're going back to where the culture is.
So now the thing,
okay,
so
that's fair.
at that point,
That's
I
a
felt
fair
like
point.
it
That's
wasn't
a fair-
disrespect because I'm like, oh God, are you feeding me?
Fact.
Like,
No, that's a
you
fair
know,
point.
like
Yeah.
you have your money, I have my money. I'm a grown
Okay.
man. So until the point where you get to the point that your parents have to earn your own respect.
They gotta earn your respect.
They have
Facts.
to.
Facts.
It's not like something
An
you just-
African
you don't-
parent
you don't-
doesn't see that they have to earn
They
it.
do.
It
Brother.
they believe
do.
it has to be
Brother.
given automatically.
Yeah,
No,
I agree.
no. I'm saying
Yeah, I
for your
get what
parents
you
to
mean.
respect you and have that conversation with you. You have to earn it. With African parents, they can only assert that dominance.
Some people
over
wouldn't even
you
respect you. You
for
try
a
to
minute.
you try to date. They
But once you start sending money to your father, your mother, they can't tell you shit.
But some people
people don't
demand
care.
that too. They don't care, bro. No, some people
I
don't
don't
care.
know.
Some people don't care,
I
bro.
don't
Some people don't care no matter what you send them.
No, brother.
Mayor.
Say when you arrive as a son, as an adult,
No, even when you get to a stage in life,
They
your
will not-
parents, they will give you your respect.
they'll give you that respect because
Yeah,
you've earned
they
it.
will.
But it's not something like we demand from them. That
Yeah.
it's just the way we brought. Just like you wouldn't want your own children to talk to you any type of way.
Yeah.
Like
I'm
I
not
don't want you watching
shitty.
TV. Exactly.
American, yeah. American, yeah.
Exactly.
Kilo shele.
Exactly. But then it will come to a point
Yes.
where you yourself you will know that yes.
No,
it's a
but
son,
the thing is
it's an
this.
adult.
The thing is this. There was the day I posted something on my WhatsApp like, I'm the first generation of gentle parenting.
What you said now is not gentle. Gentle.
So no, but this is it. I know how my parents talked to me. They weren't disrespectful. My parents were teachers, but there's still some certain ways and things that were said that I would never say to my kids now.
Yep.
Fact, big fact.
I watch how I present it. I watch their emotions. I watch like okay, because they're humans too,
right?
But that's one thing nobody gave a hoot about when we were growing up.
Because
they want you to do this, you must do this, and it has to be done just because you're the kid. And I'm paying your bills, and I'm doing this for you. You don't have an opinion.
How you gonna be abused as a kid and go tell your parent and they say you are the fault? It's your fault.
Yeah, I was like,
that's the way they were brought up. Okay, look at me.
Kids gonna get abused. I will go.
How many times can you be? They said you are going to church on Sunday, and you can say you don't want to go to church.
Who will you talk to?
Or your parents will bring out this clothes for you to wear, and you will complain that I'm not wearing this. You are not wearing what? But then, like
I said, it's going to come to a point.
They will tell me that I don't want this color. This color looks better on this. Fashion they mean more. If you don't mind, if you feel it's good, it's good. On this.
Our values has been so eroded. Our African culture, our values. Let's face the reality. And this is some of the things that are missing. Fine, a lot of our parents, if what they did to us then was like here in America, a lot of them would be in jail.
100.
Yeah,
for sure.
Because
100.
now I see some of the things they do then, I see it's more or less like an abuse.
No. It's an abuse.
I was beating 99 strokes of cane.
Yeah.
So like 99.
So on a day, because some of them are stubborn.
It was a day to start my SSC, and someone came into our house and reported I was talking to his daughter. We are Muslims. They are deeper life. My dad has always been warning me, but me and this girl we got cold. When she's outside, there's a way to call me. Me, I will go. When I'm inside, when I play Omokupa, me, I will go. So when the dad came and everything was, my dad was disappointed. Wow. And my dad was like,
that's what they know.
Shoma. With what I know about you,
Shoma Dajo.
That's a nice stroke.
Yeah, he was like, Shoma Dajo, ti won da nínú Quran, Sharia fún alágbèrè. 99 strokes of cane. Only wa jelale.
They gave you 99.
99. But the thing is this.
This will be the catchy clip.
But yeah, 99 strokes of cane. And I was sleeping on the bed. I had a friend, Dio. I still talk to him. His dad tied him to the gate like this and a leg.
And on my shy.
Anyway, but the thing is this. looking at what we put those parents through, looking at what we did.
Yes.
Me and this guy, back then, the steering wheel of a car would be locked. But, we'll take the original key. You unlock the steering wheel. You go and put the key back. So they will take the key out. We now took extra key, wardrobe key, start the car, got into an accident over the bridge. Wow. Car no start again. We ran home. Why would they tie you as an African? Why would they tie you to But the thing is, I think it's even because more of the relationship we had. If they were more open if they were more subtle, if they were like,
because you made a mistake, you were a kid.
Have a conversation, not just.
But they don't
direct
know,
you around.
They don't know about that.
With full anger,
Have a whole conversation.
Don't know that.
It might,
like now,
a lot of things we did, we might not.
No, you will.
You will.
Especially you.
Me, I'm a rebel. Me is when I hear don't go. I still do it now. It's still a problem. Don't is my problem. I say don't do. Okay. What will happen? Okay, if I do it, what will you do to me?
Will you kill me?
Will you kill me?
Like Mayor said that when you get to a certain stage in your life, you don't have to demand for respect from anybody, even your own parent. They will duly give it to you.
Right.
With the way my dad, I don't even want to talk about it, but thank God. But now, I still thank him for the way he handled me. Right. Seriously. Right. Mm-hmm. There are sometimes I just sit down, I just remember, I say, man, if I don't have a very strict I would be among the Oshodi fight.
No, for real. For real. I think about it like, if I probably grown up here, I would have been something
Before I came to America, whenever my dad come to my house, he dare not see you touch any of his grandkids. Yeah. You dare not beat your child in his presence. So one day, I'm like,
Baba,
have you forgotten that? He said, yeah, because that is what you deserve. He said, but things have changed.
Things have changed. They too now understand.
They know things have changed. And that is one of the reasons why most kids refuse to forgive their parents, especially their dad.
I was the senior prefect in my school, and I led the riot. Just because
God's love
the principal and vice principal were beating everybody late.
Yes, now
abusing kids up and down.
that's not abuse to them. Then that's what they know.
There was abuse to them. Saying there was abuse.
I mean, no more. They know no more.
Okay.
Because
SOJ, I'll ask you a very simple question.
They will let somebody else beat you.
Yes, no.
Your
teacher don't beat you.
No. But I mean, that was teacher now. But I'm saying like maybe neighbor.
Let me ask you a very question, because you're talking about perspective right now. You're saying that's the way they're brought up, whatever.
You can't make an excuse for that.
And you're
It's
looking
not
at
an
that.
excuse.
Now,
It's not.
Now I'm going to ask you. It's a very sensitive question.
Yeah, go on.
So what was done to the blacks in Alabama, in all that, all those white people that saw it? That's how I was brought up. I was brought up to behave like,
be a racist.
Is it right?
It's not right. Okay, that's a good point.
Is it right to them at that point in time? Because that's what they
didn't know
know.
any better.
They don't know better. That is just the
And
plain
that
truth.
justifies.
No, wait, hold on.
And that justifies what
should I
was
tell you
done?
something?
Right.
If I want to operate like the way my dad, put me through.
Yeah.
Gbàgbé òṣì. Àwọn ọmọ yẹn, ọmọ àrí win. Màá dẹ̀ wà lẹ́wọ̀n. It's the truth. Let's be blunt.
Right.
But that is what they know. But right now, we have seen another
better.
side.
You know
I know
better.
better now. I won't do that.
I know better, but I still do it though. I've dragged my daughter into bathroom at Walmart, beat her. We came out, we were smiling again. But you are not going to do shit.
You understand?
You are not going to do shit. I won't beat you.
There will be
You don't do
limits.
that
But
outside. You don't do that
Baba, I don't
outside. You
believe in-
don't.
I believe in
You don't do that
gentle
outside.
parenting and strict
It's
parenting.
not like
It's
spank,
half-half.
but come on.
Especially when we're in America.
Yes, you need to balance it.
You need to be able to balance
You
it
need to balance
because
it because if you think that you want to be soft
this
with your
model
kids,
in
my brother,
Nick
when you are
that
growing
I always
old,
tell
you won't
people to
sleep
you.
well.
Carrot and stick. You put your carrot here, you put your stick here.
Yes,
Take little carrot.
take little carrot and take the stick.
I'll give you a little
My brother,
stick.
if you want
That's
to enjoy
the best
your
way to
sleep
do it.
when
Like
you
say,
are
it's all about carrot.
50, 60, you need to balance it.
definitely.
Forget about gentle parenting. You need to have a
But again, it
balance.
depends on the type of kid, though. Because not all
But
kids.
do you know?
bad.
But do you know? Yeah, no.
But then the upbringing
But do you know
determines
there's
what kind of kid
there's
is
some
gonna
things
turn out.
My brother,
there's some things
sorry.
today there's some things today that I gotta be honest with you. The only thing that is stopping us from doing it,
Is the government.
not the government, it's because you just think about your parents and you think about your upbringing, and that little, I would say fear, but the discipline that has been instilled in you is still what is stopping you. Otherwise,
personally,
nothing else. You will do it.
You will do it. Too.
But then you'll be like,
When I'm talking about
when I wanted to join the bank in Nigeria, Popsy me me joke, hey, this you are going to the bank, my bank was a fraud. Popsy, somebody 1 million son, 2 million. It's of my going to mayor. I be 20 billion. I be 50 billion. I
can you hear that now? Okay, let me bust.
You know, it was a joke then, but still,
One of my
there's
dad's
some
friends.
things you just look at. A lot of us are brought up to look at the long cost effect of what you're doing.
Yes.
And believe it or not, subconsciously, we still think about our name. What would happen to this name if I do some certain things? Oh God, a lot of us, subconsciously, it has been instilled in us. You just see yourself veering away from some things, but when you think consciously about why you are not doing it, you actually find it's because of the discipline that has been instilled in you. It's nothing else.
Nothing else. My dad has a friend. He has called my dad like 2 or 3 times now. And whenever that man hears that, I don't want to mention name here. Quote. He will call my father. The first time. You understand? He said it the first time. Me sorrow. Again, my dad called me again. So. I give me next. You know what I did next? You know what I did next? The next time I just called. I said, Daddy, emotionally. Me number, man. It was like, I want to call him and greet him. I called him man. I said, don't ever call my dad on this again. You know, stuff like that. Because some parents don't want to change, but it's not left to you. You've seen both sides. So how do you want to pave your way.
Right.
It's up to you to now say, okay, this is how I want to walk. But my bro, no, gentle parenting, for me personally, is a no. It's gentle and baggy street.
No, but no. Being that you're gentle doesn't mean you're not strict in
Still
some
being
ways
strict, right.
and don't instill discipline.
Discipline, right.
But it's just.
I feel like
Man.
discipline all the time does not have to involve physical contact.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Period. You know what I'm saying? You can
Yeah,
get disciplined.
these kids
The physical
nowadays
contact
they
are not
understand
good.
Words more than
The physical contact are not even good.
Because man, I have a daughter. I don't want to be hitting my daughter and she thinks
No,
it's okay for a man to
but
hit
too
her.
old to
Period.
hit
Hitting
her.
your daughter
You know
is
what I'm saying?
you are taking it too far. Stood down. You have stood down for 30 minutes.
Come on.
By the time talk about things going by,
No, let me say it this way. I have grown up kids. I have 3
Is the Baba
beautiful
big girl?
girls. Yeah. But this is what I do. I always tell people, if you don't train your child from the grassroots, you'll find it out. What I always do is once my child is able to feed my girls when they were growing up, once you are able to feed yourself, I start teaching you some do's and don'ts. And because I see a lot of things. Somebody say when you bought a new TV, your child who's like 3-4 years push
Who
the
throws
TV.
TV?
I don't have. I told you. I said I don't have that kind of child.
No,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
drama.
You know, these are our friend now. There was this time we were watching a reel on Instagram.
Was he pointing at me?
No, not you. Is he you? No. Okay.
Wait, is there a relationship issue here?
So
With who?
we were watching this reel, and it was this small
Hey,
boy,
man,
like
is it,
4 or
man? I really
5,
enjoyed it.
slapping the dad. Shut up, daddy! Shut up! And the guy was like, if any son of mine does this, I will tie that boy to the ceiling fan, and I will. And the wife is American, and she misunderstood all that, and it was a big fight. Like, why would you say you tie your child to the ceiling fan? Nobody's gonna literally tie their child to the ceiling fan. But what I mean is, why would you ever think to raise your hand to your parents?
Yeah.
Even back home, even as much as abused as we were and all that,
would never.
no matter the anger you are feeling,
Yeah.
the fear of
some people they do them.
yeah, some people did it.
really?
And even back then, some people did it, and they were labeled all such. It's now that it's now that we are more enlightened about mental health. There was nothing like mental health. They don't know what even a small child is going through because they feel like as a child you are not entitled to anything.
To your feelings at all.
Yeah,
Your
you are
feelings is that
I
way.
am the one molding you. I have to mold you.
You don't have any independent feelings.
Yeah, I have to mold you.
He has.
Feeling kill you there that time.
They say you have
You have feelings,
They say you have your feelings.
You're in your feelings. I have to mold you to be what I want to be, what I want you to be. He worked out the advantages and disadvantages. He worked out in some ways, but there was a lot of ways that he messed up a lot of people.
Relationship issue.
And another thing is
We
this.
used to share one McChicken. Go polish. Uber 2 for 4. I mean, 2 for 5.
Oh,
Stories don't change.
we thank God for that. And then I think another thing is
Shut the fuck up. Damn.
Okay, Mayor, I want to quickly. The two of you, I want to ask you. I want to talk about relationship between African men and African American women.
It's very sweet though.
To you, right?
Yes, so it's sweet though.
Yeah.
Let me tell you why. The thing is,
They fuck better.
apart from that one, let's not be.
Why is so mean?
So the thing is, African women,
But it's not fact,
So
bro.
it's
Let's
not-
get
it's
it.
I don't know. I'm married.
It's fine.
Am I the twice?
Hey, Joe, edit it, please edit it.
See, the thing is, when we talk to African American women or black women, we already come with the fact that okay, these people they can be disrespectful sometimes. We already know what their mentality is, and when we talk to African women, we expect that we came from the same place, the same culture. You should have like a little bit of respect, at least more than these people. But then African women, some of them they will come here and lose their whole home training, and then that hurts more coming from somebody you expect to be better. So it's like with African American, I already know what I'm settling for. I know only what
Yo,
like this.
settling.
No, let me ask you.
is crazy.
No,
Nah,
wait.
let-
Let me finish.
That's his
So
style.
you already know that, okay, yes, this person, we have different cultures and different background. So I don't expect you to like be a certain way.
No, let me ask
So,
you.
but then you see African, you see African women. So I'll give you guys one story. I'll take one personal story. Shut up. So I was with there was this African girl, this Nigerian girl, like almost Nigeria. That's in it. We had an argument. And she said, "This is America. Pack your stuff and leave the house. Nobody releasing. Pack your stuff and leave." So now, that coming from an African lady is very shocking.
Why?
You are Omo Naija.
Yeah, sure.
You know,
It's shocking.
if it was an African American that did that to
You
me,
know
I would
that.
have said, that, oh, okay, normally you are mental.
Okay, what do you do for her to talk that shit?
I'm not here to say
Only
anything.
the phone
Exactly. Everybody they cheat. But
Not everybody.
they fight.
Not everybody. Bro.
Are you okay?
Stop saying. Stop putting your.
They're respectable men here. They're respectable men
Stop putting
here.
your cameras on
Yeah, my
everybody.
generalize that.
I don't know this guy since 1960 or 70. So I'm just saying, like, there are some
No,
situations.
that's his own experience.
Yeah, like when you date African American, like, okay, yeah, LA or Syrian, LA, so normal. We give ourselves bass boost.
Okay.
But then when you with African lady, you be like, okay, I'm all respect the same language, you know, like
No,
you be better.
so are you now saying
Oh yeah, my.
that because they're African, they just have to take our
for your
bullshit?
bullshit.
No, not take your
That's what I was
bullshit.
about to say,
To
bro.
have like more respect.
What did
What,
you
so
your
did you
bullshit?
accord them that
No,
respect
no,
when you were
that's
cheating?
bullshit. No, that's
What, no,
bullshit.
did you accord them that respect when you were cheating?
Okay, let's go there.
No, wait, who said I cheated?
He never.
No, this is not.
He never talked about his offense,
Okay,
though.
yeah, this is my offense.
He didn't say his
Oh,
offense.
but-
I said saw something on this one. I said yeah.
brother.
No, he said, well.
See, regardless.
Okay,
No,
now tell me, we all men here.
Okay.
What can tell a woman to tell you to move your shit out
No,
of the
okay,
house?
okay, brother. Wait, in Nigeria,
What did
in
you
your
do?
own house, if you, even if you cheat with our sister, with that lady come and tell you to move out of the house.
Now that's where.
no, it's
that's
no.
what we're
What is
talking
a question of
about.
yes or no?
No,
It's a yes or
no, no,
question.
no, no, no.
So that's the thing. But then you come here, you Americanize your mind, your mindset.
Don't say you are
No,
Americanized your mind, because you're not
shut
even
up.
the same person too, bro. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
exactly.
What are you saying, bro? You can't keep saying, oh, they just Americanized
the culture.
You're making an excuse for
The
that. No, calm
cultural
down.
changes, bro.
Calm down. Let me say something. Like,
Don't tell me something.
We are playing double standards.
That's
here.
you are playing double
it's
standard.
not-
That's what
it's not-
I'm
it's not
saying. Yes, it
double
is double standard.
Okay,
Why is it okay for you to cheat
it's
and
okay.
the girl say you can move out of the house and you're like, oh my god.
Okay,
Was it?
out of your own house.
Let me ask you. Let me
Out
ask
of
you.
your own
Let me
house.
ask you a very good question.
I'll
Let's
give
be
you
sincere.
a
Let's
very
be
long.
sincere
I'll give you a
with
very
that.
long answer.
Okay.
You picked up our phone and you went through it. And you saw
No,
the same
no,
shit.
no.
No, no,
Oh,
it's
okay,
just-
okay.
it's just-
okay,
And you saw
for
the-
instance.
and you saw the same shit.
What will happen?
Ele, my Yahweh.
You don't know what?
I don't know because I'm not in that situation.
I'm saying put yourself in the shoes.
I can't put myself in these shoes when it's not my size.
It's your size right now because you dished.
You dished
The
it
same
out,
thing
bro.
out.
What are you talking about?
Well, I did it to somebody.
Yeah.
But
Now
that-
imagine it was done to you.
I don't know.
Wouldn't you tell them to leave the
They have
house?
to do it for me first.
Wouldn't you tell them to leave the
Well, if
house?
it's my house, you will leave my house now.
Well, I mean, I feel like my
My house,
relationship.
that my name is on the list. That I own the house. That's different. That's my property.
I know. I understand.
But
So,
my
but
relationship
you
is-
say, yeah, if I say leave my house, leave my house. But if I'm in your house and I cheated on you, then you can kick me out.
Don't
That's
worry.
fine.
Okay, Mayor, don't worry. That story is for another day. It's a topic on its own.
Yeah, but in conclusion, in the topic
As a
of
conclusion?
in the topic of African American and everything, I'll tell you this: Africans, we are brought up in a way that we learn and love to hustle to make a better life for ourselves.
100.
We don't settle
We don't
for the
settle.
minor, and that's the difference between them. Like you see now. If African American, if they
Bro,
see,
no, I don't
bro,
believe
wait,
that
let
shit,
me
bro. I
finish
don't,
talking.
bro. You can't
Let
say
me
that
finish
shit.
talking.
You will say it.
Oh, no,
So
bro.
you will see like African American that will have like $200 and they'll be comfortable with that $200 for like.
But that's not
Yeah,
everybody.
because they are not sending money
Bro,
to any
and Nigeria can be
younger
have
brother and
$100
younger
to be
sister.
comfortable, bro. Bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. It's
They don't have
millennium, bro.
responsibilities,
No.
It's an
Hey,
American,
that's,
bro.
we don't have. Everybody has
They
a phone.
don't.
No.
Weed.
The way we are,
no, it doesn't matter.
this is
It's what you want to spend your money on.
We are so different in our ramifications.
Yeah, we are different.
We have our own family set up. You have your distance cousin. Your distance nephew can call you anytime for
Your side
money.
chick.
God punish
I don't know
WhatsApp.
what you're talking about. Because they don't have it. That's why a lady can tell me a 70-year-old mom still need to go also to pay her own bills. So in everything, but what I know is this: they've lost, with all due respect to all African Americans, they lost this value that was taken away from them. I hope they can look for it and get it. And the only way they can get it is when they get
I don't understand why I have to pay my mother to babysit my daughter when I'm taking care of that mother.
We need to round up.
When I'm taking care of that mother, but it's a very expansive
The question
story.
you asked about like what's the relationship with like African like people.
I know
Well,
what
me, I don't have that.
I know
I
what you
don't-
can say.
You don't have it.
I don't have that
See,
problem.
these guys part of our problem.
What do you mean?
These guys
I don't have a problem. I feel like bullshit.
No, it's part of our
Every time a
problem.
woman love me because I'm a good looking
Every
guy.
time a
Every time a woman love you.
That's
See,
not African white.
See,
Before I go now.
this guy is one of the few Africans. No. This guy is one of the few Africans that look up to the African American lifestyle and say, "Oh yeah, this is superior."
Nigga, you
He's-
wear
he's
a
one of
fucking
them.
hoodie, bro. Why don't you wear your
he's
Agbada
one
here?
of
I mean,
them.
your man. Why
He's
don't you
one
wear
of them.
Agbada?
Look at him. Guys, speak, bro.
It's a personal opinion.
Bro, shut the bro.
Thank you.
Michael Jackson. who's just shining,
Thank
shining
you,
shoe.
everyone.
Do us like this.
It's been a very exciting episode.
Samba.
It's been a very exciting episode. We had fun, and we learned too. There were key issues discussed that I hope everybody has been able to learn from and understand. It's all good fun. It's all opinion. There is nobody that has the right or wrong answers, but it's just for every one of us to actually understand the mentality of what is going on. Continue to like and subscribe to our channels, and thanks for the support. And watch out for the next episode. Thank you very much.